Conference Final Series. Hughes and the Silver Stars against the Sacramento Monarchs and their head coach Jenny Busick, all even, 1 win apiece. Silver Stars taking game 1 at Arco Arena. Sacramento winning game 2 at the AT&T Center on Saturday. These are the starting lineups for the deciding game 3. Becky Hammond limited to 14 points against Sacramento after a 30-point performance in game 1. She, Vicki Johnson, Ann Waters, Sophia Young, and Erin Busher, the starting lineup for the Silver Stars. Sacramento with Nicole Powell, rookie Crystal Kelly coming off the 19-point performance. Adrienne Williams-Strong, former Silver Star who played here in 2004. And the backcourt, Kara Lawson, who can flat out shoot it, and Tisha Penicheiro, averaging 8 assists in this series. Becky Hammond has shot the ball well. Marcia, we talked about Kara Lawson before game 2. Didn't get a lot of opportunity. She only had 5 shots, did Kara in game 1. Becky shot it just 8 times in game 2. Sacramento was going to make a point of not letting Becky Hammond beat them.
There's no question she was the focal point of their defense. And they not only tried to keep her a long ways away from the basket so that she couldn't score, but they also tried to make the passing lanes difficult for her to see. I think she will probably attack the rim a little bit more tonight, but I also think that they probably will run some offense away from her a little bit and try to get Sophia Young a little bit more involved.
Kara Lawson, 7 points. Got this team started early and then backed away as it was her post players helped deliver the victory. Here's how it looks in the Western Conference. Silver Stars and Monarchs in game number 3 tonight here at the AT&T Center. Seattle and Los Angeles will play their deciding game 3 tomorrow night at Key Arena after Seattle won game 2. In the East, Detroit and Indiana. Road teams have won the first 2 games in that one. Game 3 at the Palace tomorrow. And the New York Liberty with a 66-62 win at Mohegan Sun Arena. Liberty oust Connecticut. New York winning that series 2 games to 1. The Liberty advance. Jenny Busick in her 2nd season has brought the Monarchs to the playoffs both times facing the Silver Stars. Last year in game 3, the Silver Stars with an 80-78 win when Becky Hammond found Vicki Johnson for the game-winning baskets. VJ to Becky, right corner 3. Nicole Powell with a rebound. Tisha Penicheiro. 7 assists in game 1, 9 assists in game 2. Silver Stars, this franchise, a perfect 2-0 all time in game 3s. Sacramento has played in 8 game 3s in their history. They're 4-4. Lawson misses a 3. Kelly offensive rebound, stripped. Waters loose ball. Silver Stars want to run. BJ stops and fires. Powell has her 2nd rebound. Marcia and I talking before this game. Marcia, you think Erin Busher is a huge key for San Antonio?
She probably had the best looks. Anyone that was playing the position where she starts tonight had the best looks at the basket of any Silver Star. I can already tell you that there has been an adjustment made, because look where she is, Andrew. She's up at the top of the circle in this game compared to being in the corner of the offensive set in the 2nd game. I think that he already has made that switch. He ran Becky Hammond through to the corner. She got that great look in the position we were talking about before.
Dan likes to script that very first play. They work on it during the morning shoot-arounds. Sophia Young. Tip out by Waters. Busher gets it back and attacks. Tip out again, this time to Penicheiro. Looking for her first points.
Even though the shots haven't gone down, the shots that the Silver Stars have taken have been so much more aggressive and better looks in the first 3 opportunities they've had than probably anything they had in the first half on Saturday. So at least maybe the shots are going to be there. Now it's just a matter of them knocking them down.
And Waters picks up her first personal on the drive by Adrienne Williams-Strong.
Most of the time, if you get that arm involved in with someone when they're driving to the rim, it's going to be an automatic call.
Hammond guards Penicheiro. Tisha gets all the way to the rim and lays it in for our first points. She's had a terrific series, says Tisha Penicheiro. Becky almost spun that in as she split the double team of Penicheiro and Powell, and Nicole Powell picks up the foul, and Becky Hammond to the line.
That was just a little bit of back at you. Penicheiro took her. She said, I'm going to come right back at you and make you defend me at the rim.
5'6" and fearless.
Any of those opportunities she can take probably will help, because not only will she get herself to the rim and get a shot attempt, but also get Sacramento in some foul trouble.
Powell with her first. Becky hits the first free throw. We're tied. Powell finds Williams strong, and it's stripped by Sophia Young. Becky looks ahead. Sophia. Left that short. Crystal Kelly with the rebound. Panichero cut off. Williams strong off balance. Offensive rebound, Nicole Powell. Power dribble, and the putback for Powell. Pusher quickly the other way, out of the hands of Waters, and Sacramento wants to push the pace. 2-on-2. Lawson, a drive to the basket, tipped. Panichero from the baseline.
Dan Hughes really wants to travel on that play. It looked like there were some steps taken on that, on the fumble of the ball and then the attack. Good attack by Sophia Young going the other direction.
Panichero right back. Return from Williams strong, and Tisha will back out. Panichero, her 9th season in the playoffs in her 11 years. Only twice with Sacramento has she not made the playoffs. 98-02. Becky Hammond with a foul. Panichero will go to the line.
Let's watch this play where Kara Lawson brings the basketball down the floor. You can see where there's a little reach right there. She kind of pushes off with one hand. Absolutely. Got the other foot down again before she really ever got rid of the basketball.
Hammond the foul on Panichero. She has 5 points in this first quarter. 81% over the course of the regular season. That's what she did in game number 2. 9 assists. 2 of 2 from the line, 6 for Panichero. Monarchs lead by 4. Busher. Lay it in.
That is so important for the confidence of the Silver Stars. It was a great, what you call two-player game. Great pick and roll on that side of the basket, and Erin Busher got a clear look at the basket. The Silver Stars have run some great offensive sets, much more aggressive than they were on Saturday night.
Sophia's turn on the baseline.
Andrew, everything is in the attack mode. What we talked about in the opening that had to happen for them to really be aggressive against that pressure defense, to have a chance to create enough scoring opportunities to win.
Lawson leans into Vicki Johnson, shot way off. Nicole Powell's there. Second offensive rebound. All 4 of her points, second chance points for Nicole Powell. Remind you again, Rebecca Brunson out for the rest of the season. Sophia Young will go to the line. We bring that up. Sacramento, a terrific offensive rebounding team, and Nicole Powell taking up some of that. But Sophia again attacks the basket and gets rewarded with free throws.
From the coaching world, you call what Dan Hughes is doing right now on that side of the floor a two-player game. He isolates 2 players over there, tries to run a little pick and roll, or what they call a slip off of a pick. Sometimes she may not even set the pick, just goes to the basket. Incredibly effective so far in the game. They've gotten some great looks on the baseline. Several different players have been involved with it. Whoever's over there with Becky Hammond most of the time runs that with her, so that if there is a switch or if there's not, Becky has a lot of choices in front of her. Great adjustments. One of the reasons I think Dan Hughes is one of the best, if not the best coach in the WNBA, because he makes those kinds of adjustments with his players.
Coach of the Year candidates. He was the Coach of the Year last year in the WNBA. 20 wins last year, 4 more this year. Lawson 3. It's Kara Lawson's first points. Sacramento, 2 rookies on the floor, one of them guarding Sophia Young. It's Crystal Kelly. VJ tried to answer with a 3 in Penicheiro. She had 5 rebounds in game 2. No look to Laura Harper, who flat out struggled on Saturday. Did the rookie out of Maryland. Travel. Interesting, Sacramento's really making Becky Hammond play on defense by having Tisha Penicheiro attack.
She has really been aggressive, I think by design. A lot of times people believe that the more you make a great offensive player play defense, the less effective they become on the offensive end.
Sacramento is 5 of 12 from the floor. Silver Stars 3 of 9. Our first break of the first quarter, and the Monarchs have a 4. The head coach of the San Antonio Spurs, Greg Popovich, in attendance tonight, along with his daughter, Jill. The 4 banners that hang in this building. Greg Popovich, the head coach for all 4 of those. Silver Stars trying to get a 5th banner up there. Fans, you don't want to miss the Silver Stars drive to the WNBA Finals. Tickets are on sale now. Log on to sasilverstars.com or call 444-5090 to find out how you can purchase your individual tickets. Purchase the Express News Value Night package, and for only $20, you get a ticket, food voucher, and free parking. Those are the aforementioned banners that hang here at the AT&T Center. Anybody else see the pattern 03, 05, 07? I mean, I'm just saying.
There you go. It'll be perfect.
09's coming up,
Absolutely.
right? Okay. Silver Stars down 4. Completely different feel, though, at the beginning of this game, Marcia. I think you pointed out the aggressiveness.
They have just a whole different look on their face. I think they have really understood what they're going to have to do to try to win this, and I've really been impressed with their attitude to this point. It was a great look, just a miss by Ann, but it was a great toss and a good look at the rim.
Kara Lawson with the basketball. She and Shalonda Robinson now the backcourt. Laura Harper, Crystal Kelly, and Nicole Powell up front. Busher guarding Lawson, 5 to shoot. Step back 3. Offensive rebound. Laura Harper can't finish. Loose ball foul on Vicki Johnson. Ruth Riley will check in. Sacramento making the most of the offensive rebounds.
They really just get you in a position where they get you a little bit too deep, and then they try to keep the basketball alive over your head. They've done that 3 times so far in this game. Extremely aggressive on the offensive boards.
4 offensive rebounds for Sacramento of the 5 in the game. Robinson off balance. Becky Hammond. Busher's wide open. It's a 2. Make it a 3 for Erin Busher. 5 in this first quarter for the former Monarch. Off the basketball. Erin Busher. She picks up her first.
This is a shot that San Antonio really needed on Saturday night. As you can see, that defense gets away from her when Becky Hammond makes the move to the basket. That was a great shot, a great look from Becky to make the pass.
4 assists for Becky in this first quarter. 3 to shoot. Shalonda Robinson hits the 2. 3-point Monarch lead. Hammond and Johnson, Busher, Young, and Riley. VJ steps into the jumper and hits. Five Silver Stars field goals, 5 Silver Stars assists. Demaya Walker with the left hand and 1. She got Sophia Young in the air and caused Sophia to commit the foul.
They've just been so powerful going. They've been so aggressive on the attack right here. If Sophia had that to do over again, she would just shuffle her feet and try to stay down in a defensive stance. If you ever get yourself up in the air in that situation, you're doomed most of the time.
especially for an 8-year pro like Demaya Walker. Can't complete the three-point play. Now VJ will bring the ball on the floor, guarded by Robinson. Robinson got a piece of that. 5 to shoot. VJ will. Tipped up by Harper to Walker. Lawson handles the basketball in the front court. Kara Lawson has 5.
Dan Hughes is really unhappy about the physical play on this end of the floor.
He just got a technical, Marcia.
Yeah. He's been after him about the last 3 trips because I think he feels like that sometimes when they're making cuts across the lane that they're getting chucked pretty hard and sent out of bounds.
Eric Bruton is talking with Dan Hughes after the technical foul. Kara Lawson will shoot the technical free throw. Robinson.
You can see the contact after the shot. There's also a lot of contact when the Silver Stars are trying to make those cuts through the lane. And they're getting a forearm pretty regularly, and I think on the other end of the floor, one was called. And anytime you get that inconsistency from a coach's point of view, that's when you really struggle with it.
Lawson sits after the technical free throw. 6 points for her, replaced by Tisha Penichero, who has 6 as well. And that's Sacramento's lead. Riley from the free throw line. VJ tips out, held by Chelsea Newton. First on the 4-year pro out of Rutgers, Chelsea Newton, drafted by Sacramento, selected by Chicago in the expansion draft, and then Sacramento reacquired her. Edwige Lawson-Wade checks in for San Antonio. She and Becky Hammond make up the backcourt. Busher, Riley, Young up front. As Vicki Johnson gets her first break. Deflected out by Demaya Walker. Sophia 2 for 5 from the start, 5 points. She and Erin Busher lead the Silver Stars, 5 apiece. Thrown away.
It's a good attack. I think she needs to take the basketball and attack with it. It's maybe a little bit better decision on the end of it, obviously. I think Sophia Young was going to have a good look at the basket if it had gotten there. Important right now that both teams really take care of the basketball in these last possessions. It'll make a big difference to them going into the second quarter.
Well, Harper ran out of real estate.
As I say that, they both turn it over on 2 possessions they have. But
and nearly thrown away on the inbound. Triple team. Sophia wide open. Becky found it. 7 for Young.
Exactly the same play that Erin Busher had for the trip before and didn't handle it quite as well, but they really like that. To pop it, Sophia off the block, and then if someone stays and helps, she's going to get a great look at a baseline jumper.
7 for Sophia Young. 6 apiece for Penichero and Lawson for Sacramento. Penichero will inbound. It'll stay Sacramento basketball. Jenny Busick, Sacramento's head coach. Newton with Penichero. Harper, Walker, Robinson. Thrown away.
Even in that possession, you could see where Newton was matched with Becky Hammond, and they were attempting to still attack against her. They really want her to have to defend to the rim every single trip they can.
Becky's taken 1 shot. This is her second. She does have 5 assists. 5 of the 6 Silver Stars assists. Right on her season average. She was 5th in the WNBA in assists, was Becky Hammond. 10 to shoot, 20 seconds left in the quarter. Newton for Walker. Harper offensive rebound, never hit the rim, so a 24-second shot clock violation.
11 seconds left for San Antonio to run a play.
Fifth Sacramento turnover.
Need to bring it quick here, really get a good offensive set and get a good look. Let's see if they attempt to go to the baseline again and see if they can set something on one side of the floor or the other to try to pop someone out.
Sophia. Walker gets the rebound as the first quarter comes to a close. Silver Stars down by 4 at the end of one, 20 to 16. Sacramento and Jenny Busick, the 4-point lead as we head to the second quarter of play. This is game number 3, Western Conference semifinals. Silver Stars and Monarchs 1 win apiece. Somebody's season gets extended. Somebody's season comes to a close tonight. Sacramento with a 20-16 lead over the Silver Stars. Second quarter from the AT&T Center. We return. All proceeds benefit the Spurs Foundation and the Achilles San Antonio chapter at the Center for the Intrepid. Lawson Wade with Hammond. Riley and Waters with the basketball. And Sophia Young to start this second quarter. Edvige for Riley. Short. Harper will let that go out of bounds. So each team comes up empty on its first possession of the second quarter. Penichero for Sacramento with Chelsea Newton. Laura Harper, Nicole Powell, Adrian Williams-Strong. Carry the basketball, Penichero. Turnover number 6 on the Monarchs. Silver Stars have 2 points off those turnovers.
Gets that hand all the way over on the side and turns it over. Pretty easy to see when the basketball is striped different colors.
It appears she wanted to pass the basketball and then changed her mind. Waters, guarded by Harper. Foul. Actually, Nicole Powell gets signaled for the foul. You know what she's bucking for? She's bucking for entrance into that never committing a foul gang. That's become an exclusive company now.
Yeah.
Ready? Waters hits the free throw.
That's her second foul, so she's
just got a technical.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Smith listened and listened and listened. And then Powell gets the technical.
You know, I was really surprised that they called the foul for this reason. Because Ann Waters was not necessarily going to the rim. She decided when she took the basketball there that she was going to shoot a little bit of a fadeaway jumper. And a lot of times when you shoot that fadeaway, Andrew, you're not going to get the call. Powell may have had a pretty good argument right there. She had her hands up pretty high, but I'm not sure that she really made much contact with her in that situation.
And a Stanford grad, she's got to know when to leave well enough alone.
Yes.
Or she used a really, really, really good word to get the technical.
She must have said something that he didn't like a lot.
And Jenny Busick tried to pull her from the floor. She tried to make that substitution, but it just didn't come in time. Lawson with the basketball in what is now a 1-point game. Off the Riley rebound. Becky's going to attack. Back out to Riley. Poke free. Maybe too unselfish. Penichero in some traffic. Gains some space. Lawson. On Lawson Wade. Silver Stars will live with that all game. Sophia running the floor. They have the lead.
Dan Hughes up encouraging his team as well, I think, as the crowd. I really think he wants to get these folks involved. There's no question who he coaches for tonight, Andrew. His tie will tell it all, won't it?
Exactly right. He's got the Texas tie. Kara Lawson is fouled. All 5 points in this quarter belong to the Silver Stars.
It's a good-looking Texas tie. It's got all 3 colors on it, star and everything. We can't see it quite as much right now. That's called an attack mode right there. She understood the importance after San Antonio scored of coming back and trying to make a play for her team. Sophia just got out and ran. This is just an athlete just going. She takes off as soon as she sees that rebound and goes straight to the rim for it. Great athletic move on her part and a great delivery on the pass.
She's not outrunning just anyone there. That's Shalonda Robinson.
Absolutely.
Who can move. Lawson Wade follows her shot. And Waters, 3rd chance for the Silver Stars. Down a point after the 2 Kara Lawson free throws stolen by Shalonda Robinson. And stolen right back. What a terrible pass by Robinson. Never saw Becky Hammond. Another offensive rebound.
Settle run a good offensive set right here. Dan Hughes really wants to get the look that they want.
Deflected. You know, the one thing, and being by Dan, the broadcast position in Sacramento, right by him, and he mentioned it a lot in the second half, was the Silver Stars spacing. At times they forced things in the second half of that game, and I thought they forced things as well in game 2. When they get the spacing, that's when their plays run to perfection. Edvies!
That was a great point right there because it was a great example of the spacing. Defense couldn't give too much help because the floor was spaced so well. They got the open look on the backside.
Catch and shoot, Lawson. That was wide right from the start. Hammond in the front court. Zip for Waters. Blocked by William Strong.
It was a great cut, great ball movement on the part of Becky Hammond to her. Again, probably the same thing we just talked about because she was going away from the defense a little bit on the catch. Probably didn't get the contact as much. Even though she might have gotten fouled, they have a tendency not to call it as much when you're falling away.
Another 3 for Edvies. Lawson Wade.
Andrew, you and I talked about after the game on Saturday that someone in that corner position had to make some plays, and they have made them regularly tonight. Lawson Wade has made a couple of shots there. Busher made one, and so did Sophia Young. That's a much different look than we got on Saturday night.
Here's Riley. She collects another rebound. She has 3. Largest lead for the Silver Stars, trying to add to it. Deflected out of bounds. It'll stay Silver Stars basketball. They'll have it when we return to the AT&T Center. Silver Stars were down 4 when this second quarter started. They have outscored Sacramento 11-2, and they own a 5-point lead on the Monarchs here at the AT&T Center. Sharing the basketballs, what the Silver Stars do well. Riley to Lawson Wade. It's the second 3 of the quarter for it. Had 4 3-point baskets on Saturday in game 2. They have 3 already tonight.
The penetration that they've gotten to the basket, and a lot of times that's Becky Hammond drawing that defense to herself and then allowing that pass to be made all the way to the baseline. Sometimes it's a skip pass that gets the 3. Anytime you can get the basketball to the backside of that pressure defense, you're going to find those kinds of shots. They were shots that they were unable to knock down on Saturday. They've already done a much better job tonight of making those.
You made that comment Saturday also about the inability of the Silver Stars. They weren't making that skip, nor were they reversing the basketball. Edvies, Lawson Wade, her third 3 of the quarter. Now, in case Sacramento forgot, The final regular season game for the Silver Stars 2 Saturdays ago at Viege, a career best 14. 9 in this quarter. 14-2, they've outscored Sacramento, and a 24-second shot clock violation.
Great patient defense on the part of all the Silver Stars, most particularly Ann Waters that time. Stood there, held her ground, went straight up, didn't give them a chance to bail them out with a foul.
Silver Stars had just 2 points on Sacramento's first 5 turnovers. They've scored 5 on the last 2 Monarch turnovers. See what they do here. Foul off the basketball, and it's Demaya Walker. Remember, that technical foul by Nicole Powell has been one of the turning points of this quarter. Sacramento still had the lead. Then she went out, and the Silver Stars now have an 8-point advantage.
It's interesting how sometimes things like that really can change the momentum of the game one way or the other.
Darling's wide open. Riley and Waters after the basketball, but Aquanisha Franklin stolen by Lawson Wade. Careless with the basketball, Sacramento. Becky had the right idea, wrong execution.
Threw it a little flat and a little bit behind her.
It's like Edwige read that better than Nicole Powell did.
Lawson Wade has been outstanding in this quarter. Just exactly what the doctor ordered for the Silver Stars. They needed someone to step up and make some consistent plays for them at one position or another.
Too strong for Demaya Walker. Ann Waters, 8 rebounds for Ann. Darling in the corner. Crystal Kelly, double team. Darling punches away. And Waters runs the floor, and she's fouled by Walker. Jenny Busick has to go in her bag of tricks because this is getting away. The Silver Stars are ripping this game away from the Monarchs.
Aggressive defense. Helen Darling just gets her eyes up the floor. And Waters have gotten out and run because she was defending someone at the high post that time, which gave her a little bit of a head start. What a great offensive attack that time.
Laura Harper back in. Sacramento's going to call a timeout. 3:26 remaining. The Monarchs have just 2 points in this quarter. A 13-0 Silver Stars run in the last 3 minutes. The Silver Stars have extended their lead. They're up by a dozen in this deciding Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinal. Monarchs, 34-22. Christus Santa Rosa Hospital is a proud supporter of the Silver Stars and the WNBA in their breast health awareness program. Make sure to check out Christus Santa Rosa Hospital's breast health programs at www.santarosahealth.org. Silver Stars have outscored Sacramento 18-2 in this quarter. Dan Hughes' crew is 5 of 11 from the floor, 4 of 5 beyond the arc. Waters collects both free throws. Sacramento 0 for 6 with 5 turnovers.
Jenny Busick knows that this is a very important part of the game. They dig too deep a hole right here, they're probably not going to be able to come back. She's looking for someone to really step up and make some consistent plays, be aggressive and attack. It's a good start on the offensive end.
Shalonda Robinson has 4. Darling and Lawson Wade with Vicki Johnson, a 3-guard lineup. Across the floor for Lawson Wade, long three. Jemiah Walker with the rebound. Kara Lawson for Sacramento. Go high-low. Laura Harper, fouled by Helen Darling.
We had talked at one of the earlier breaks that the post players from Sacramento had no points except for one rebound, I think. They really probably have changed the philosophy to go back to what really was good to them on Saturday. They really made a concerted effort that time to take the basketball straight to the block and see what happens.
Their starting front court of Kelly Powell and William Strong on Saturday had 41 points. Harper misses. That's why that Darling foul is not so bad. Instead of the layup for Harper, they put a 58% free throw shooter on the line.
Absolutely.
As Helen comes out.
Your starting post players are still scoreless. Until then.
And the bench is completely different in this third game. Silver Stars had 7 points off the bench on Saturday. Busher, that's Jemiah Walker's third. Silver Stars bench already tonight, 12. 9 by Lawson Wade, 3 for Helen Darling.
Against pressure defense, so many good things will happen for you most of the time when you're aggressive in attack. Just like for Erin Busher, that time she attacked. You know, she wasn't going to probably be able to get herself a shot. She at least caused the foul to happen.
Shot clock under 10, and this time Laura Harper with a foul. I thought Saturday, the Silver Stars looked impatient on offense, and that's completely different as well here in Game 3.
They really are trying to attack and find good shots rather than attack and take the shot, and I think there's a lot of difference in that.
Lawson Wade has 10. She's the first in double figures. And in a way, Sacramento looks impatient on defense.
That's a good point.
Trying to make things happen that really aren't there. 11 for Lawson Wade. She had only one other playoff appearance. It was in 2005. Her Houston Comet team was eliminated by Sacramento that season in the WNBA playoffs. BJ. Deflected by Robinson, and Waters there. Tip out, Lawson Wade. Aaron's got a wide open three. Look at Sophia Young try to keep that alive. I know Baylor's got a great track program. She showed it by running up and down the floor, and that was a little high jump right there for So. This time it's Vicki Johnson. Now she don't pick and choose when she runs now.
Absolutely, no.
Another timeout, Sacramento. Vicki Johnson, the run out and the lay-in extends the Silver Stars lead to 14. Off the rebound, the miss, and everything up the floor. Silver Stars outscoring Sacramento 23-5.
The energy of this game seems just exactly opposite than Saturday.
Absolutely.
Saturday, it was Sacramento that provided all of the energy on both ends of the floor. This time, particularly after the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, it's all been San Antonio, and the energy that they've played with on the defensive end has started a lot of their offense. And as you said, they really have been more patient in trying to create great shots for themselves on the offensive end.
Up by 14 with 1:15 remaining until the half. San Antonio Silver Stars would like to thank H-E-B for being the presenting sponsor for the playoffs. H-E-B, here, everything's better. Silver Stars are out rebounding Sacramento. That's always a key against the Monarchs. A 19-18 advantage on the boards.
The last few buckets that they've gotten have been off of those rebounds.
12 field goals, 12 assists by the Silver Stars. They had 13 the entire game number 2.
Because they were taking the basketball and trying to drive it and make the shot themselves instead of taking the basketball, driving. And
Peter Holt, the chairman and CEO of Spurs Sports and Entertainment. Watching the Silver Stars build a 14-point lead as we get to the final minute of this first half. Chelsea Newton, 3. 2 of 7 in the regular season, Chelsea Newton.
It's a big shot for Sacramento. From their perspective, they want to come back now and match that on the defensive end and continue to try to make the play here and there to get themselves back in it.
Just the second field goal of the quarter by the Monarchs. Waters. Sophia Young offensive rebound. That's the 8th offensive rebound for the Silver Stars. Sophia from the wing. VJ tip out, not hard enough. Newton with Penichero, 2-on-1, Busher back. Newton is fouled. Vicki Johnson picks up the foul, and Chelsea Newton looked to pick up a 3-point play.
Vicki knew it was coming. She just couldn't quite get there in time. It was a great effort on her part because she attempted to slap the rebound back out on this end, if you remember. So she was pretty deep underneath, and to make that kind of a run to attempt to get there was a great effort on her part. Robinson did a great job of Newton got there quick, though, and really made a great attempt at the rim. Exploded up. Dan Hughes implores his team finish the quarter strong. See what they do with the shot clock off. Busher 3. Waters. She beat the buzzer. Just too strong. 8-point Silver Stars lead as they walk off the floor. Sacramento scores the final 6 points of that second quarter to close to within 8. They were down by as many as 14 for the Monarchs. It's the Silver Stars 39, the Monarchs 31. Halftime here on My 35 in game number 3 of the Western Conference semifinals. Of the Silver Stars the last 90 seconds of the first half, and we thought maybe it had given them some momentum to come back in the second half. Sacramento came out and stopped that right from the beginning. We need the reverse to happen tonight from San Antonio's perspective because Sacramento left with a little bit of momentum. They need to stop this very quickly in order to get themselves back on track. And the last 6 points of the second quarter, along with the opening possession here in the third for the Monarchs. Lawson tries to feed the post. Can't. Kelly doesn't touch. Deflected by Sophia Young. Silver Stars' first possession. Vicki Johnson, 4 first half points. Sophia on Kelly. Kicks out Busher. Inside for VJ. Kick back out Sophia. Tisha Penichero. 6 points, 3 rebounds. Just 1 assist for Penichero. She's averaging 8 in this series. Kelly just 1 shot in that first half. She had 15 points at the half in game 2. Dara Lawson 3. That's now 9 straight points for the Monarchs. End of the second quarter, beginning of the third. 5-point lead, San Antonio. Waters from the baseline. Her first field goal to go with 4 free throws. 6 points, 10 rebounds for Ann Waters. Stops the 9-0 Sacramento run. Off the basketball, offensive foul. Sacramento's Nicole Powell. A lot of the things that Dan Hughes kept trying to talk with the officials about the first half. A lot of those cuts across the lane, illegal picks, trying to set some things that he felt like were a little bit too aggressive. Finally got a call in this direction. We'll see how they call it the other way now. Up by 7.
are the Silver Stars. That's Nicole Powell's third personal. Demaya Walker's on the bench with 3. Only Vicki Johnson has 2. Silver Stars will keep it. 10 to shoot. Becky Hammond with 5 on the shot clock. Adrienne Williams-Strong collects her first rebound of the game. Powell is fouled and she'll go to the line. She's not settling. Her points, the 4 of them in that first quarter, came on offensive rebounds. She wasn't just going to settle for that 3 from the wing.
She's really tried to be aggressive against Erin Busher. I think she thinks that first step speed may give her a chance to get to the baseline and get a good look at a jump shot. Everything she's taken has been there. Got herself to the free throw line because of it that time.
84% this regular season. First point since the first quarter. She's made all 7 of her free throws in this series. She has 6, averaging 16 and a half in the first 2 games. 16 in game 1. She had 17 in Sacramento's win on Saturday. Back to a 5-point game. Double team on Hammond. She finds an open Busher. Extra pass, Vicki Johnson. Erin's 3 nestles home. Second 3 of the game for Erin Busher. She has 8. That's the Silver Stars' lead.
They really moved the basketball in that possession. They had lots of passing involved until they got the shot that they thought they wanted to take.
Adrienne Williams-Strong with the left hand, her first points.
One of the few times you see Ann Waters with her hands down playing defense in the post area, instead of having quite up high enough to really contest that shot.
Offensive foul on Waters. The second. We were talking about the starting posts for Sacramento of Nicole Powell, Crystal Kelly, Adrienne Williams-Strong. They had 5 points combined at the half. At halftime of game 2, they had 31 points, did that trio. They've been shut down. Demaya Walker checks in. She is now on with Adrienne Williams-Strong and Nicole Powell. Lawson and Penichero, the backcourt. 6-point game. Again, Powell driving and scoring. Nicole Powell, 4 points in this quarter, 8 for the game. 4-point Silver Stars lead. It was 14. To shoot, Silver Stars keep possession. Sacramento has cut into this lead quickly. They've whittled it quickly.
You know, Nicole Powell spent a lot of time on the bench in the first half in foul trouble. She's such an integral part of this offense, I think, for so many reasons, not just the points she scores, but just the way that they run their sets. She'll be a big factor now. It'd be good for the Silver Stars to be able to get a foul or 2 on her quickly so that maybe she would have to spend some more time on the bench.
Becky Hammond tripped by Tisha Penichero. Becky will go to the line. Never a good sign when you're holding anything on that right hand, the shooting hand.
See if it affects a free throw in here. Not much affects a free throw, does it?
No. 94% for Hammond in the regular season, best in the WNBA. VJ leaves for Lawson Wade.
You knew it probably wouldn't take very long to get Lawson Wade back on the floor after the half that she had. What a great luxury to be able to rotate her through the system right now and rest some people and also get that production that she gave them.
11 points in that second quarter for Edvige. Hammond makes both. 6-point lead for the Silver Stars. Powell from the baseline. Deep rebound. Lawson Wade. Across the floor for Edvige, illegal screen, Erin Busher. Third on Busher.
You see they're still trying to skip the basketball across the floor. And she probably moved a little bit up the paint. Anytime you set and that defensive player comes to you and you have any movement at all, and most of the time, that's going to be pretty automatic, no matter what the contact looks like.
Laura Harper sets a screen for Tisha Penichero. Maya Walker ran out of options, threw the ball at the rim. Laura Harper had it, lost it. Busher to a leaking Becky Hammond. Reverse spin and in for Becky. It's her first field goal. 7 points for the game.
What a great take at the rim. Becky Hammond at her best.
8-point lead. Shalonda Robinson. For Powell. Sophia Young guards her. Harper misses the baseline jumper. Lawson Wade. How quickly the Silver Stars get in the front court. Reed feeds Sophia Young. A power move. She's fouled. Count it. The lead's back in double digits.
Lawson Wade does a great job of being patient right here. Enters it to her the first time, gets it back, enters it to her again. Sophia takes that power move that she is so good at and so well known for. Attacks the rim, protects it with her body, and gets the foul.
Laura Harper commits the foul. Sophia Young has 11. Make it 12. 7 straight points by the Silver Stars after Sacramento closed to within 4. Powell, a 3. Demaya Walker. Putback is good. Demaya Walker. Halfway through, a little more than halfway through this third quarter. 9-point Silver Stars lead. Steal by Shalonda Robinson.
Jenny Busick decided to go with a little bit smaller lineup right here, Andrew, to try to put a little bit more pressure on the basketball. They're a little bit smaller with Powell playing the 4 position right now. It's going to be interesting, though, because that allows Sophia Young to guard her, which I think in some ways San Antonio will really like.
9-point Silver Stars lead with 4:22 remaining in the third quarter. Shalonda Robinson turns that ankle, turns into a travel and a turnover. Silver Stars will have it. We come back to the Silver Stars lead, doing what they do best. Becky Hammond and the Silver Stars, Marcia, getting out and running.
They really have done it because they've been able to rebound the basketball and have really had someone that's gotten down the floor in a hurry every single time. Different people, but somebody has gone and made a play.
Everybody looks up the floor after the rebound. Entry pass, Sophia lays it in. 14 for Young. Kara Lawson on the floor. She has 11 to lead the Monarchs. Loose ball foul, and Waters went through the right shoulder of Crystal Kelly. 3 on Waters.
This is one of those times when she wasn't very patient defensively. We talked about most of the time she gets those hands straight up. That time she tried to go over the top and deflect the ball. Very difficult to do without fouling.
Ruth Riley comes in for Ann Waters. You'll see a lot of Dan Hughes on the side. He's real big on verticality. Riley fouls Kelly. And that's what got Ann Waters in trouble. When those arms came down and on the shoulder of Kelly, that's a foul. If Ann stays there, those arms are straight up. She's allowed that position. That's the verticality that he talks about a lot. Not just there, but sometimes on a block shot or post presence for the defense.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I wonder if Ruth, she's just a foul magnet at times. In the corner, Shalonda Robinson. I'll tell you what, when Sacramento's needed some hoops, they've called on Shalonda Robinson, and she's answered.
Made some big plays for them to keep them close enough that they at least will continue to play with a lot of energy.
Robinson with 7. Edwige Lawson-Wade. Powell with the rebound. Her 5th to go with 8 points. Robinson can run the floor now. Left it short. Got her own rebound, lost it out of bounds. We'll say it touched Sophia Young. Dan Hughes thought that Robinson just dropped it on the baseline. What is it about LSU players that can just get up the floor? Shalonda Robinson, how long did we see Marie Ferdinand Harris do that in San Antonio? I'm not sure anybody touched it, though. I think Shalonda just dropped it on the end line. Stolen by Erin Busher.
Much better job by Busher that time of defending the baseline take.
Wide open Riley. Left it short. Kara Lawson with a rebound. Kara Lawson to the basket. And 2 free throws coming.
Kara Lawson understands that her team's in a little bit of trouble right now. She's going to try to take it on her shoulders and do everything she can right now to bring it at you. Fearless, hard-nosed, did a great job for the USA team in the Olympics. Was really one of the reasons that they were able to win.
Her biggest game was the gold medal game.
No question.
Yeah.
Stepped up big in a game that mattered the most.
Yep. Sounds like someone you coached who also did that in the Olympics.
She did take some things on her shoulders from time to time, yes.
I wanted to make the comment about Cheryl Swoops. We talk about Shalonda Robinson, Marie Ferdinand Harris. Cheryl was ahead of her time, was she not? That combination of the speed. She just seemed to have another gear when she came into the WNBA.
I think she really could explode and maybe finish, Andrew, earlier than some people of her generation could. She could finish at the rim better sometimes.
Cheryl and Seattle will take on LA, and game number 3, that's tomorrow night. The winner of that series gets the winner of this one. Riley, baseline. That's too strong. Kelly dumps down low for Adrian Williams-Strong. 4 all in this quarter for the former Silver Star. Acquired an 0-4 from Phoenix for Gwen Jackson. Becky traveled. In Sacramento, a chance to cut into what's now a 5-point Silver Stars lead. Vicki Johnson checks back in. Becky Hammond sits.
And try to give her a little break right here the last 2 minutes of this quarter. She can come back and maybe finish strong for the rest of the game.
It'll eat her up if she has to sit.
Yeah, especially after turning it over the last time she got to touch it.
Offensive foul, Williams-Strong warding off Ann Waters. That's a turnover for Sacramento, and that's number 17. The game gets later, possessions become more critical, and you hate to turn it over. There you see 26 turnovers in the game, 17 for the Monarchs. VJ backs down Chelsea Newton. 10 on the shot clock. Sophia trying to keep alive. Okay, that's volleyball skills now. Is there anything she can't do?
I'm telling you, any sport, pick it.
Any sport.
If you want to go play, I believe I would try to pick her on my team first.
Yeah.
Whatever sport it was.
And considering she hates to lose, you definitely want her. Lawson catch and shoot. Followed her own shot, but it carried to VJ.
See if San Antonio gets back to a little bit of penetration and kick to that back corner. Gotten away from it the last couple of trips.
Kelly guarding Young. A la Tim Duncan using glass. 16 for Sophia Young. Panachero picked up that dribble. far from the basket, and Lawson Wade closed on her. Shot clock under 10. Williams Strong step back hits. 6 for her here in the quarter. 5-point lead again. Half-minute remaining, third quarter. Helen Darling is bumped by Chelsea Newton. That's the first in the final minute for the Monarchs. That was their foul to give.
Sophia Young took a pretty good shot on the baseline. I think that might have been where the foul was called. Yep, they're gonna inbound it right here though.
Vicki Johnson, Advige Lawson Wade, Helen Darling, Sophia Young, and Ann Waters. Helen's gonna get to the basket. Laura Harper rebound, fumbled. Shot clock turned off. Penichero, 5 seconds left in the quarter. Penichero trying to beat the buzzer. Won't fall. 5-point Silver Stars lead going to the fourth quarter. 55, Monarchs 50 as we begin the fourth quarter. Season ticket holders, have you renewed your 2009 seats yet? We want you back in 09. Call your service team at 444-5697 to reserve your seat location for another summer of season ticket benefits. And we thank you for being a part of our Silver Stars family. 5-point lead for San Antonio. And the first possession. Johnson, Waters. They've done it all year long. Ann has 8 to go with 10 rebounds. Steal, VJ. She's going to split the two Monarchs, lay it up from the left side, and assist in a basket for VJ to start this fourth quarter.
So important when you get to this time of the game, Andrew, that you stay with game plan, that you really go to your strengths, and veterans understand that so well. That's why Vicki Johnson is so critical to this team. Becky Hammond gives you that same look. Just understand what you have to do in big moments.
Offensive foul, Shalonda Robinson. VJ just read it. Now she's saying, how am I going to get to that left side to lay it in?
Great help defense from Sophia Young. Exactly like you would draw it up. Step over, plant your feet, be ready to catch.
Strip, Penichero on Young. Sacramento trying to snap a string of 3 consecutive turnovers, and Lawson Wade thought she got the basketball instead of foul.
It's obvious that San Antonio came out with a distinct plan to go over the top with their offensive players right there. This just came a little bit too quick at Lawson Wade to be able to get there and get that stopped in time. But you know what? To make them bring it over here and run an offensive set instead of taking it to the rim and shooting a layup could be just as important as the stop in that situation.
3-second violation. See? Just what you said, Marcia. They had to rerun a play. Yep. Turns into a turnover. 4 consecutive possessions are turnovers. And think about it. It could have been a layup and a 7-point game. Now the Silver Stars can get this lead back into double digits.
Opening possessions, they really tried to go over the top to post players. Let's see if they take that same route or if guards try to penetrate again right here.
Powell guards VJ. Nicole Powell rebounds the miss. 7th board for her.
Still good-looking shots, though. Their attack is still good. Exactly what they want to get done.
Nice feed. Walker able to catch and lay it in with the left hand. 6 for her.
That's some strength right there. Did a great job of taking it, protecting it, getting it to the rim.
Newton pokes away from Lawson Wade.
This team will play with the energy of their head coach. They won't quit. They'll keep coming at you.
energy plus underdog.
Absolutely.
5 to shoot. Double team on Hammond. 24-second shot clock violation. You just get the feeling with both of these teams, especially Dan Hughes, they will trust their defense to make a stop when they have to.
When you're trying to win playoff games, as different as that sounds, your defensive end is where you want to stay the most consistent and solid. You have to defend and rebound well in order to have a chance to play.
Nicole Powell, 8 points in the game. Newton feeds Walker. Newton wide open. Harper keeps alive. May have got away with a hop step. Turned over. That's your bulldog line there. Harper will now come out for Crystal Kelly. Timeout called by San Antonio. Dan Hughes and the Silver Stars, they've forced 5 Sacramento turnovers. That's why they own a 7-point lead with 7:13 left in the fourth. Silver Stars 59, Monarchs 52, 7:13 remaining fourth quarter. Here is your consumer credit counseling service tip of the moment. Don't go to the grocery store on an empty stomach. You'll end up buying too much. Instead, you should shop for groceries just after eating. For more tips, go to sasilverstars.com and enter the keyword money tips. Vicki Johnson and the Silver Stars ahead. Vicki 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. 59-52. VJ with the handle. Becky 3. Got it. You can only hold her down so long.
Much better job of reversing the basketball. They kind of got stuck in the corner the last 2 offensive possessions. That time got it reversed back around, got a great look.
10-point lead with 6:45 to play. Crystal Kelly. Walker jumper. Powell had it, lost it. Edvige has it. Timeout. A 20. Called by the Silver Stars to keep possession of the basketball.
Scramble on the floor, dive on the floor, hold on to it, get the timeout call before the tie-up. You know, that's a couple of plays that she's had on this end of the floor that really have made a difference as far as just giving up a possession or not. When she took the foul in the middle of the lane and Sacramento wound up on that trip and didn't get any points. And then again here. But you notice that as soon as Dan Hughes saw that they were a little bit in trouble in their press break a few minutes ago, he called a timeout. Make sure he had enough people up here to advance the ball. All those little things that when you're playing for a spot in the next round of playoffs that you have to take care of. He's got all kinds of folks up here now to try to help inbound the basketball, which do not want to make a mistake with something like that in a game that is this close.
Edvige, Lawson, Wade into the front court. Vicki Johnson, Becky Hammond, 3-guard lineup, Sophia Young and Ann Waters. They've done that a time or two, haven't they?
Great look.
Double-double for Ann Waters. 10 points, 10 rebounds. 12-point Silver Star lead. Walker got the loose ball and was able to allow Sacramento to retain possession. Penichero will inbound with Lawson, Powell, Kelly, Walker. Demaya Walker, offensive rebound. She has 8 points. She's been limited each of the last 2 seasons as Demaya Walker. She played just 5 games a season ago, just 7 this year. She has been strong for Sacramento here in the playoffs. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Short, so that's a 24-second shot clock violation. That's just the 11th turnover on the Silver Stars. That was something we touched upon off the top, Marcia. Silver Stars have turned it over only 11 times. They forced 22 Sacramento turnovers.
It was a big key to the game on Saturday in a reverse manner, and tonight it's been as big a key this direction.
Penichero short, tip out, Becky Hammond. Nicole Powell snares her 7th rebound to go with 8 points. See, now this is where Sacramento's offense seems to bog down. Everybody kind of stands around. Powell with a nice shot, but she had to create that. There's not a lot of movement. As soon as Penichero stopped the dribble, everybody kind of stopped and went for position as opposed to moving off the basketball.
No flow.
Eight-point game. And from the wing, Kelly. 4th rebound, still hasn't scored after the 19-point performance in game 2. Walker. Powell fakes the 3, reloads. Missed badly.
They're showing a little bit of impatience right now. They're really not working very hard to get good shots. They're just attempting to throw something at the rim. Probably a little bit early for Sacramento to take that pose right now.
Race to the basket. Nicole Powell has a dozen.
Really strong move, aggressive, competitive.
Six-point lead, Becky Hammond with the basketball. Turned over. Powell in the middle of the floor. Kelly blocking foul and Waters. And that's 4 on the Silver Stars center.
Let's see if she keeps her feet set right here. Looked like at first look, her feet were pretty solid right here. Maybe just a little bit late. She might have come from the side just a little bit.
We'll get another look at that, but didn't Sacramento seem to make that fast break harder?
Yes.
And that was Powell being in the middle of the floor.
Absolutely.
That didn't help.
Well, they tell you it's the hardest call to make. I can't imagine being an official standing there in a split second having to make that, but probably that time they felt like she didn't have quite the timing, didn't get there and get her feet set quite soon enough.
It's an easy call from the sideline though when you're there, isn't it?
Especially when your team is involved, yes.
Crystal Kelly collects her first point of the game. And her second.
All of a sudden, we're looking at a 4-point game. It's really important now that San Antonio comes and has somebody that's ready to take the big shot. I thought they overpassed the last couple of times because they really weren't going to pull the trigger in that corner, and they're going to have to do that probably. Take it to one side, bring it back, look for things, pass over the top.
5 to shoot. Foul on Chelsea Newton. Where does that bail out San Antonio? That's a
absolutely
fall away.
Waters is shooting a fall away jumper. Oh. Jenny Busick may have a complaint right then.
Waters to the line. Made all 5 tonight. 11 points for Ann. To go with 10 rebounds, including 4 offensive rebounds. Sophia offensive rebound, and she is fouled.
Great heads-up play. Caught someone asleep that just didn't block out very well. Gets herself to position between them and the rim. Watch how quick she gets around. Shoves the player back a little bit away from the rim and then takes it straight up. Great, great play. Kinds of plays that give you a chance to play in the next round in the playoffs.
Adrian Williams-Strong got the box out, but Sophia went after the basketball.
Yes.
And that turns into a three-point play for the Silver Stars. Monarchs call time. Pulled to within 4 after an 8-0 run. But the Silver Stars string together 3 free throws. And the lead is now 7. 67-60. Silver Stars trying to close out game number 3. Silver Stars by 7, 67-60, just over 3 minutes to play. Marcia Sharp, you and I have seen the development of Sophia Young with the Silver Stars. You've seen the development of Sophia Young when she was at Baylor and the Big 12. 18 points tonight. We knew she was going to play big, and she really has tonight, hasn't she?
We talked about in the opening that we felt like that it was going to be a real focus for San Antonio to put the basketball in her hands, not only many times, but also in positions where she could really have an opportunity to attack the rim. They've done a much better job, Andrew, of moving the basketball and putting her in a position to score, and it's really paid off for them.
She leads everyone with 18, one of 4 Silver Stars in double figures. Kara Lawson has 12, and with the left hand, make it 14. The heart of Kara Lawson. 5-point Silver Stars lead. Kara leads Sacramento with 14. And Achero guards Hammond. Runs into Kelly. Across the floor to Busher.
So they're overpassing a little bit. They're getting on that backside, just hesitating to take the shot just a little bit.
Waters collects the rebound, her 11th, to go with 11 points off the Williams-Strong miss.
Let's go, Silver Stars!
5 to shoot again. Sophia has 20.
She worked hard all the way through that possession. Thought she should have gotten it a couple of times earlier. Continued to work hard, didn't get frustrated, got the payoff.
Nicole Powell, 3. Her first of the night. 15 for Powell. And a steal on the inbound by Penichero. Her first points since the first quarter.
Vicki Johnson is not happy right now.
Two-point game. VJ. Sacramento can tie or take the lead with a 3 with a minute left. And the Monarchs will call timeout.
We talked about the importance of press offense and making sure that everyone was on the same page. Just took a cut the wrong direction. Didn't come back toward the basketball, I think, like VJ thought that she was going to. Kind of went away from it right then. And a miscommunication by a couple of folks that have done it lots and lots of times together.
Lots and lots of times. Over 80 times in the playoffs. Vicki Johnson and Becky Hammond. This is the sequence of events.
Just jumps right up over the top of a much bigger Ann Waters and sticks it. VJ takes the basketball out of bounds. And then Becky makes a cut that she's not expecting. Throws it right straight back into the Sacramento team for a bucket. A 5 points change in momentum right there really quick, Andrew. That's tough. They've got to regain their composure right here, though. Play good defense, take a good defensive stance right here. Try to make sure that they have every rebound in their hands and then come down and have a good series on offense.
Each team has a full timeout, each team with a 20. That 5-point play turned a 69-62 game into 69-67. Shot clock at 5 for Sacramento. Powell. Penichero offensive rebound. Penichero can't get that to fall. Silver Stars gain possession.
Got plenty of time.
They got to get in
now.
the front court. There we go.
Take as much of the clock as they want, or as little as they want right here. The most important thing is to get a quality shot. When you get one, you need to take it.
Off. Shot clock is off now. Penichero, her coach wants a timeout. Powell, we're tied. Penichero was running up the floor. She was looking ahead. I look back. Jenny Busick wanted timeout, but Tisha Penichero brought Sacramento up the floor. Nicole Powell ties this game at 69. 7 straight points by the Monarchs. Silver Stars will have it. 8.5 to play. Sacramento's battled back. This game is all even. It'll be the Silver Stars' possession. Will it be deja vu all remaining? 69-67 when Sacramento got possession. Tisha Penichero pushing the ball up the floor. And Nicole Powell, her 7th field goal, absolutely clutch.
San Antonio wants to take as much of this clock as they can to shoot it, but they would like to give themselves just enough time to make sure that they can get a rebound, an offensive board, and stick, but not enough time for Sacramento to bring it to the other end and score.
That's Sacramento's 1 foul to give. VJ to inbound. Becky Hammond. This series is on the line. For the win, we are going to overtime. Silver Stars and Monarchs. I said 10 minutes at the start of the 4th quarter. Someone's season was lasting 10 more minutes. I was wrong. There's another 5 to play. Silver Stars and Monarchs to overtime here in all even at 69. Silver Stars had the last possession and a chance to win, and in the hands of who they wanted to have the basketball, Becky Hammond.
She takes it, and she really thinks she wants to try to draw a foul, but honestly right there, I thought Penichero was pretty straight up. It was probably a really good no call. Becky has made many of these during the season, just wants to attack the rim, see if she can get it up high enough, move the basketball around so that the defense can't get a hand on it. Didn't go in that time. To overtime we go.
Sacramento scores the last 7 points. They were down 69-62. A Nicole Powell 3. A steal off the inbound by Tisha Penichero. That 5-point play. And then another Nicole Powell jumper. The last 7 points of regulation forges the 69-69 tie. To overtime we go. In Silver Stars history, they have been involved in 1 overtime. They lost a double overtime game, did the Utah Stars to Houston and the Comets. This is the first overtime game for San Antonio in the playoffs. Last year, game 3, Vicki Johnson's layup decided that game at the end of regulation, 80-78. We'll find out what happens here in overtime. Tied at 69. Jemiah Walker and Ann Waters in the center jump circle. Overtime's begun. Tisha Penichero, 8 points, 7 rebounds, just 1 assist, but a huge steal. Penichero turns the corner. Sacramento has the lead.
Kept it in her hands a long time to let that develop. Moved everybody to the opposite side of the floor, and then she just attacked the rim.
Jemiah Walker has 10. Sophia Young 20 points to lead all scorers. And Waters ties this game.
Excellent offensive set from San Antonio.
13 for Ann. 9 in the second half and overtime. Crystal Kelly, nowhere to go. Lawson breaks the tie. Kara Lawson.
San Antonio's switching on everything, and that's a really difficult defending for Ann Waters when Kara Lawson puts the basketball on the floor to go around.
16 for Lawson, 17 for Powell. Nicole Powell starts the overtime on the bench. Loop for Young. Foul on the backside by Kara Lawson.
A good pass over the top by Vicki Johnson. It just came in and a little bit too aggressive on the backside help.
Sophia's made 4 of 5 free throws tonight. She leads everyone with 20 points.
The part of her game that has improved the most, in my opinion. Ability to make free throws. Shouldn't have said it, should I?
If you didn't, I was going to. I was going to make the comment how Kim Mulkey used to pull her out of late game situations at Baylor. 1 point Monarch lead. Minute and a half into overtime. Penichero, blocking foul on Becky Hammond. Just the second on Becky.
Just as they did early in the game, they've decided that they like the look with Penichero attempting to take it to the rim against Becky Hammond to either score or make an assist maybe to one of her teammates. They're going back to that now early in the overtime to see if they can create those same looks.
Now returns. Penichero can't hit. Loose ball foul, Crystal Kelly.
That's the shot that Becky Hammond wants to make Penichero take. They don't want to let her get it to the rim. I think that mid-range jumper right now, particularly if she's not balanced, is the one that will help San Antonio the most.
Edwige Lawson-Wade, Vicki Johnson, Becky Hammond, Sophia Young, and Ann Waters. Here in overtime, down by 1 are the Silver Stars. Waters. That won't go. And a save by Crystal Kelly. Walker gets knocked down by Sophia Young. Sophia's second. Each team with 2 team fouls. On your 4th team foul in overtime, you shoot free throws. Monarchs ahead by 1.
Setting up the same types of plays, running some action along the baseline. Eventually, they want Penichero to try to take it and create something in most cases.
Hammond's on Powell. Bounces off. Rebound, VJ. Halfway through overtime. Lawson guards Hammond. Sophia, foul. Back to the line, Sophia Young. Nicole Powell, her 4th.
She just took that and willed herself. You can tell how strong a take that is. How much she tries to lean into that defense so that if the ball didn't go in the rim, at least she's gotten a chance to get herself to the free throw line. Just a terrific, mature play on her part.
If she did not have that outside game that she's worked on also, you wouldn't respect that pump fake at all.
No one would ever be out there. They would be waiting for her in the lane every single time.
Silver Stars lead 23 for Sophia Young. 74-73, San Antonio. Overtime, game 3. Inside, Penichero grabbed by Lawson-Wade. That will wipe out the lay-in. Now each team sits with 3 team fouls here in overtime. No more fouls to give.
Another one that may be one of those good fouls. Saved them a bucket. Let's see if it saves the score throughout the whole possession here.
Newton and Penichero. Powell, Walker, Kelly. Shot clock under 10. Loose ball foul. Sophia Young's going back to the free throw line. Demaya Walker, her 4th personal foul. Sacramento's in the penalty.
Chero misses the layup, even though there was some contact, a little bit of force right there against a big player, but comes over the back. Great job on Sophia Young's part by holding that position and causing that foul to occur.
She said that rebound is mine.
Absolutely.
So is that free throw. 8 of 10 from the line, 24 for Young. Silver Stars lead. A 20 called by Sacramento. Sophia Young has 25. The Silver Stars lead by 3. Five rebounds, this 5th one, maybe the most important.
She just goes up as high as she can probably reach, gets a great angle on the ball, pulls it down strong. One of those things that you teach young kids how to do, Andrew, when they first start playing the game. Grab it with both hands and bring it right straight to your chin. She did that extremely well that time. Caused somebody to have to foul her and try to take it away from her.
Dan Hughes' wife, Mary.
She's not sure yet, is she?
She lives and dies just like her husband. Silver Stars defending a 3-point lead in overtime. Penichero's double team. Refeed the post. Waters, her 12th rebound. She is fouled.
Sacramento's had a couple of really good looks at it. Point-blank looks that they've missed. And then have committed the foul on the rebound. Gotten San Antonio to the free throw line for some obvious easy opportunities to put points on the board without having to run offense against that pressure defense of Sacramento.
5 of 6 from the line tonight is Ann Waters. She has 14 points, 10 of them in this second half in overtime. 14 points, 12 rebounds. Another 5-point lead. Lawson guarded by VJ. Nicole Powell. She's going to power her way. 19 for Powell. 15 in the second half in overtime. Hammond's fouled by Powell in the corner. That's the 5th on Nicole Powell. And maybe more importantly, it puts Becky Hammond on the line. The Silver Stars are the WNBA's second best free throw shooting team through the regular season. They've made 23 of 26. Becky's made all 5 tonight.
This one's important to make it a 2-possession game.
Nestles home. 11 for Becky Hammond. She also has 6 assists.
Silver Stars need to make sure they defend the 3-point line very well this trip. A 2 will be much easier to live with right here than a 3-point.
Final
shot
minute of overtime.
Sacramento's perspective, they still have time to get a 2 and then come back and try to get a 3. They probably don't have time for many turnovers.
First in overtime, 23rd of the game. Silver Stars with a 5-point lead.
I'm surprised Pinachero didn't take it a little bit deeper right there and try to get it up over Hammond when she had the chance. Sort of a bullet pass then. Not a lot of touch on it, not enough air under it, as they say, to give her a chance to really get her hands on it.
And if she had, Jemiah Walker really wasn't in scoring position. No. 5-point lead in overtime for the Silver Stars. 50 seconds remaining. Silver Stars led by as many as 14. They had a 7-point lead in the final minutes. Sacramento forged the tie into overtime. The Monarchs led twice in overtime. But it's the Silver Stars who have the 5-point advantage.
Try to take as much time as they can right here. Make sure that they get a quality shot. Looks like they have something that they want to set, maybe with Sophia Young and Hammond with a pick and roll, just to see if they can get her to the rim.
Sophia slips to the basket. Becky going to call a travel. Sacramento will call a 20-second timeout. Lost it, huh?
Yeah, never did get, nobody else touched the basketball in that situation. So, and as long as it continues to be in her hands, even if it's a bobble, when she puts her feet down again, it's going to be a walk. But you know what? Something that was important in that possession, they did take quite a bit of time off the clock. So now the clock is their best friend. If they can continue to use as much of it, or make Sacramento use as much of the time as they can possibly make them use in order to get a quality shot off, that's all in San Antonio's favor now.
It was 50 seconds when they inbounded, so they used nearly 22 seconds of that shot clock. Eric Bruton explaining the call to Becky Hammond. Sacramento got the stop it needed.
Sacramento needs to either come down this time, Andrew, and really set up something specific to get a three-point shot off, or they need to very quickly attempt to take it to the rim and get two. Either situation will be fine. They've got time to have another possession and do that, but they'll have to foul quickly as soon as they make a decision about one or the other.
You saw Dan Hughes. He said when you get the rebound, call timeout. That allows the Silver Stars to get front court possession. Powell to the basket. She's fouled.
Trying to get a three-point play the old-fashioned way. She took it strong, attempting to really protect the basketball with her body and get it up high enough to get it over the rim. But she did get herself to the free throw line, which is something the Silver Stars don't want, because now it allows Sacramento to score with the clock stopped.
Nicole Powell, 2 of 2 from the line. She's made all 8 in this series. She was 9 for 40 against the Silver Stars in the regular season in the 3 games. She's 20 of 39. She stopped settling and attacking the basket, and that's why she shot it so much better. 2 of 2 from the line. Silver Stars will call timeout. They use a 20. Nicole Powell, 21 points for Sacramento. 16 for Kara Lawson.
Even though most of the Silver Stars shoot the free throw very well, it's going to be important that Dan Hughes is able to get the basketball in the hands of who he feels like is his most clutch free throw shooter. So look for them to run some inbounds here to make sure that Becky Hammond is the one that touches the ball, because you can expect a foul fairly quickly from Sacramento.
Becky, 94% leading free throw shooter in the WNBA this season. Sophia Young at 79%. Vicki Johnson, 78%. Erin Busher, 77%. And Waters shot free throws at 71%.
All pretty
Waters,
well.
yeah, Ann Waters tonight is 7 of 8.
Yeah.
She did not get to the line in either of the first 2 games in this series.
I wouldn't be too afraid to put it in Sophia's hands right now either, just because of the free throws she's made at the end of this game. But if he can, he's going to go there. Yep. One of the other was going to catch that.
Sometimes, Marcia, you can throw percentages out. If someone's hot, she wants to get back to the line, doesn't
Absolutely. She feels really good about her free throw right now.
9 of 11. En route to 25 points for Sophia Young.
That's the big one. It makes it a 2-possession game again.
26 for So. Shot clock turned off. 27.
If they hold on, they have won it at the free throw line tonight, Andrew, at the end in big clutch situations.
Penichero lays it in. 10 for her. Newton fouls Lawson Wade and Chelsea Newton. That is 6 on Chelsea Newton. Silver Stars have made 27 of 30 free throws.
They've only had 1 miss at the end of the game here where it was important. I believe Sophia Young missed 1 free throw. Other than that, I think they've hit everything in the clutch, as they say. What a great thing for a team to be able to do. Lawson Wade adds to that.
2 of 2 before nailing that one. 12 off the bench for her. Make it 13. Ten seconds left in OT. Travel. 24th turnover on Sacramento, the second here in overtime.
No mistakes on the inbounds right here. They need to make sure that they secure it, get it to the other end of the floor, or get that foul call, and it should be done.
Penichero fouls Hammond.
Becky at the line with 2 shots.
Jenny Busick thinks that too much time ran off the clock before the foul was called.
12 points for Becky Hammond. It is Becky time. Sacramento's going to use a full timeout. Music, and it's a music family right there. Mary Hughes, that's a different face.
She's feeling a little bit better about it.
She certainly is. The inbound to Crystal Kelly. She'll lay it in. Edwige Lawson Wade dribbles it out. The Silver Stars head back to the Western Conference Finals with an 86-81 Game 3 win over the Sacramento Monarchs. Becky Hammond, 14 points and 6 assists. Dan Hughes knows how well Sacramento played in this series. Sophia Young, she was the best on this night. 27 points, 8 of 16 from the floor, 11 of 13 from the free throw line. Great job, Jenny Busick and the Monarchs. They look forward to next season when they get Rebecca Brunson back. Demaya Walker will be healthy, and they will challenge in what is a loaded Western Conference. But for the Silver Stars, second year in a row, they defeat the Monarchs in a Game 3 on the AT&T Center floor. We will be with you at some time during the Western Conference Finals. We'll be in either Seattle or Los Angeles. Thursday night, that's series begins in Seattle or LA. We know we'll see you in game 2 in this building here on My 35. You can catch Thursday's game for sure on Silver Stars Radio, ticket 760. It's back to the Western Conference Finals for the Silver Stars. For Marcia Sharp and our entire My 35 crew, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Andrew Monaco. Silver Stars 86, Monarchs 81 to the West.